Hi, my name is Daryl. We're at Lincoln West School of Global Studies for another episode of District Dish. Let's go.
Welcome back to another episode of the District Dish, where we're bringing you district stories one dish at a time. I'm Dr. Morgan, and I am so happy to be here with three incredible scholars here at Lincoln West School of Global Studies, and I'm going to turn it over to them to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm John, and I'm in 10th grade.
I'm Kiana. I'm in 11th grade.
My name is Daryl. I'm in 10th grade.
Well, we're gonna dive in and have a discussion, and I love these because it's an opportunity for me to ask you questions, and then you can ask me questions. Sometimes they're about school, and then others are just about life. So it's just a great opportunity for us to have a dialogue. So your school, Global Studies, opened in 2016. I remember being a part of the design because I worked in the district before. This was one of the investment schools. And the focus here is an international focus. Can you share a time you had a memorable lesson that focused on regional, state, or international affairs on a global level that you either learned at your school or has shaped what you're learning here at your school?
I remember going to Chicago for a Hispanic heritage, it's like the Hispanic community. And we'll go talk. It's from like different states and everything. And then they were just talking about like how we made so much change as a community of Hispanics.
Well, I remember doing a project which had to do on someone that passed away, and we also learned about the traditions that they do in Mexico, like Dia de los Muertos. So you had to do an ofrenda, like a box shaped, and we actually had to do like a picture of them and some treats, because that's how they do it in Mexico before the dead come to the land of the living, and that's what we learned.
That's amazing. In my Spanish 3 class in high school, I remember doing a similar project for Dia de los Muertos, and also doing we always did a mock quinceañera, so those are always pretty cool.
As you were working through long-term planning, do you have a plan to modernize older school buildings like Lincoln West?
Yes, the meeting I was just in early, right before coming into this was with with our chief operations officer, and we were talking about planning and the conditions of all of our buildings. And Lincoln West is one we've been talking about for a while. Even in the last iterations of the plan before I became CEO, this has been a building that we've talked about what does it look like to upgrade, what might it look like to have a new building, and those discussions are still underway. So all of you guys, you're not in your senior year yet, but you're probably starting to think about what you're going to do after high school. So have any of you thought about what you want to do after high school, and what kind of career do you want to pursue?
Well, I was thinking after high school to go into a college, but if that doesn't work out, which I hope it does, I would actually like to go into streaming and being an entrepreneur and create my own YouTube channel, like gaming, and also make music, because I really like to sing and all that.
Okay. What are your favorite games to play now?
I would say Fortnite. And
Fortnite.
Just things like that.
What are you PlayStation, Xbox?
PlayStation.
Okay. Do you have a Switch at all?
I do, but I just don't use it anymore because the quality's not that good.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I want to go to college for psychology and be a clinical psychologist. So,
oh, nice.
Yes.
I was a psych major.
Really?
So, yeah, psych
That's
pre-med.
so cool.
So, yeah. Yep. And the thing I loved about psychology is you learn about how humans behave and how we interact, and you can apply that with whatever field you go to. So,
yes.
Best wishes to you in that.
Thank you.
I would like to go to college for biology.
Very nice. Okay. That was my first major.
I wanted to do try to make medicines for different sicknesses, or just explore like the cells and stuff like that to see how we could fix with bodies.
What science class are you taking now?
Physical science.
Taking physical science. Okay. Awesome. Good.
My first question for you would be, what is your vision for the future of CMSD, and how do you think students can contribute to that vision?
Yeah, that's a great question. We talk a lot about the future of CMSD, whether I'm at a board meeting, whether I'm talking with students, families, talking with community members, because it's really important. The district has made so many strides over the past decade in terms of just the work that the district has done to invest in scholars. And even just last year alone, the academic progress. I was just so proud of our district holistically getting the 3-star rating. It just shows that our district is moving in the right direction, and the work that everyone is putting in, our scholars, our educators, our parents and community partners, it's having an impact, and our scholars are winning, so that's good to know. But when I think about the future of CMSD, I talk to scholars all the time that tell me about experiences that they're having in their school and what they like about it, but they also tell me about things that they wish that they had at their school, or that they have to travel really far to go to the school of choice that they want to go to. And so when I think about the future of CMSD, I think about one where we have quality options, high quality options in every neighborhood, no matter where you live, no matter what you look like, that you have access to that. And I look forward to working with the community on designing that in this next phase. And we've had pockets of it. So we've had pockets of what that could look like, but we don't have it at scale. And so we have some work to do. And there's some tough decisions that have to come along with that. But the benefit is making sure that every kid in our system has access to a high quality, enriching, and equitable education. So I'm really looking forward to working with everyone on that. What are some extracurricular activities you guys are involved in and things that you guys like to do?
I like playing volleyball. I love volleyball.
Are you on the volleyball team here?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, I really do. I've been playing since 5th grade, and
Oh, awesome. Okay, so that means you're really good. Yeah. Good.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, congratulations with that.
thank you.
Yeah.
I would say baseball because I got into it last year.
Yeah.
And I saw my friend that he had played more into it, so I
Yeah.
just got into it more. And my brother also taught me more into baseball, so it just made me want to join it. Too.
What position do you play?
I mostly play left field.
Okay. Yeah, I was a left fielder. I was an outfielder. I played baseball for 9 years. And yeah, I was an outfielder. I pitched a couple of times. That wasn't quite my specialty. And I remember one year at All-Star game, I played third base, which was a lot of pressure. But I like being an outfielder as well. So yeah,
I also say baseball.
yeah, awesome.
Yeah, I've been playing for since ever I was 3. So yeah, that's really something activity I really want to That's the reason why I came here for too.
Wow. When you were playing in the little leagues, was that like community little league through your school?
Yeah, it was community.
Community little league. Okay. What neighborhoods are you guys all from, or currently live in?
I'm more like I don't know where it is exactly. It's like opposite school, but like 5 minutes from here.
Oh yeah, so in this neighborhood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I live on the east side. I live like near Fleet and Newburgh Heights.
Oh wow.
So,
So what made you choose Lincoln West?
The opportunities were good, so I came here from that. And then the opportunities were better here, and it wasn't like, and I really liked it. I like this more. So.
Okay. Awesome. Good. Good.
Jefferson neighborhood.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
I was gonna ask you. So, how do you decide when to have school and when not to have school on snow days?
On snow days, that's always a big question. So, and I laugh because now whenever the weather is a little bit bad on the next day, most people are like, oh, maybe school will be canceled on the next day. And I'm the person thinking like, oh man, now we're gonna have to make a decision, and no one's ever happy. You will be surprised some of the messages I get on snow days. But one of the things we always want to do is we want to make the best decision to support our scholars and our families. So we put out an inclement weather guidance document last school year based on my learnings of last year. I'm always about listening and learning and receiving feedback. And one of the things we try to do is let families know sooner. So earlier in this school year when we had our the first day it was actually snowing. We saw what the weather was going to look like, and based on predictions and talking with our operations team and the city of Cleveland to make sure streets were going to be clear, we were able to let families know that school would be taking place a day beforehand. So what that does is it allows families to plan. Some families it may make sense to keep their kid home, or for staff members, it may make sense to stay home based on how far you live. For others, knowing that school will take place, it allows you to make a plan of how to get there and get there safely. So those are the things we always work with. But it's a collective decision. I'm always meeting with my chief of operations officer very early. On a lot of those days, we're up sometimes at 2 in the morning. Sometimes we start to do calls at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Then we'll do another check-in at 2 in the morning, and then another one at 3. And we like to make the call by 5 a.m. So we are up on those days. We're up and out. And on those days when we call it, we go into work. So on that one day where we had a lot of snow, not only was I at work, but I was in schools. We had visits from schools. We met with the Student Advisory Council that day. We had several members of Leadership Cleveland in to meet with our students on those days. So we're right there in the thicket of it. But we're always looking at ways to advance it. One of the other things we're looking at, and we're working with our teachers union on this, because every student has a device, what might it look like to, on days like that if we could still have some form of instruction because every kid has a device, that also makes it an easier decision. In the last district I was at, we essentially didn't have snow days anymore because every kid had their device, and on those days we were able to do some form of virtual learning. So those are things we're looking at.
How do you plan to help kids with like transportation? Like, because I live on the east side and I have to take like a few buses to get here, and like sometimes I end up becoming like really late or like missing a lot of school. So like, how do you plan to help?
Thank you for that question. You know, when you said you live on the east side and this is a west side school, I was thinking about when we talked about equitable access. I think about scholars like yourself because it's great that you get a chance to come to Lincoln West, and this is a great school. But I often wonder if there was opportunities like a Lincoln West in your neighborhood or close by, would you take that? You know, would you go to that school because it was closer? And so, well, one, is that true? You know, would you, if there was a school that had opportunities like this school closer to you, would you go to that school?
I would.
Yeah.
Yes.
So part of the work we need to do, other than just thinking about transportation, is think about access.
Yes.
How can we make schools like this accessible no matter where you live, so that students have that option and choice and don't have to travel as far? But we also are looking at transportation. We're looking at ways that we can decrease the travel times, but then also we have a partnership with RTA so that our scholars that are traveling on public transportation, we could think about safety, we could think about access, and we have a regular meeting with them. But I think the top line goal we're really focusing on is thinking about equity and access of high quality programs at scale. Now, all of you guys are in high school now, probably when a lot of the plans and the changes that we're looking at, you guys will probably either be seniors or in college. But it is the stories and your questions that you're asking, they're going to help change and make the system better for future generations. So thank you for that question. Yeah. All right, well, I know I've enjoyed these amazing scholars. They're doing some great work. So proud of them, and I just want to encourage you guys to just keep up the great work, keep leading. It sounds like you guys are both leaders here on campus and in your community. So just keep that up. And you guys all share people who are role models to you. I am sure there are either family members or even students in this building that are looking up to you. So keep up the good work. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So this has been another amazing episode of the District Dish, where we're bringing you district stories one dish at a time. This is Dr. Morgan here at Lincoln West Global Studies signing out. Enjoy.